friends, welcome back to my channel. Sas here. I'm here to do another review of 90 Day Fiance. Last night's episode was me. Again, another week, nothing much going on. Alright, let's talk about Michael and Juliana. I like Juliana. Let me just say that. I like her. She's young, she's impressionable, she just gives me someone who genuinely came to the United States, wanted to explore. She's with Michael, an older gentleman, but I like her. Let's talk about it. So as we know, Miss ex-wife Sarah, Miss Timberland Sarah, showed up and showed out. She done caused all kinds of chaos and she bounced. One thing that came up was the prenup, or as Juliana liked to call it, prenush. Juliana don't have no idea what a prenup is and what it entails. Okay, Michael is, trying to explain to her that it is a, paperwork that is drawn up in case, they get a divorce. Well, of course, she sees that as, a divorce. Who's talking about divorce, And she sees it as, not being trusting. He don't trust me. Why is he bringing up this paperwork? And again, she comes from a world that's not even about that. Okay. She comes from a world where there is no prenush. Alright. So she's confused. She don't understand. And she asked a good question. Okay. She says, why is it that ex-wife Sarah is the one that asked me about that? Why didn't you? And here's Michael laying up in that bed. Did y'all see how he was sweating? I was like, Michael, man, why are you sweating? Turn the heat down in the house. What's going on? Why are you sweating in Greenwich, Connecticut? Honey, he sweating like a whore in church, child. I said, ooh, put on the tank top. But oh no. Okay. He says, well, I'm coming to you now, before we go down there and draw up these papers. All right. And she was like, well, why did you come to me? Why did she do that? And he was like, I have no idea why my ex-wife do that. The words that came out his mouth was, this is not in her character. And it was very uncouth. Michael, I know why she brought that up. Now, whether you want to be blind to why she brought that up, y'all know why she brought that up? Miss ex-wife Timberland brought that up to cause chaos. She knew that there's going to be an argument between them two if you bring up money, if you bring up a prenup. She knew what she was doing. Trying to be slick. Honey, I caught you, Miss Timberland. But Michael, he's oblivious to all this. Oh no, I don't know why she would do it. That's uncouth. Okay. So of course, here's Juliana. She's feeling a little uneasy about this. Okay. So they go and they meet up with a mediator. Honey, ain't she a bull? Honey, this mediator is a pit bull, honey. I was like, Juliana, get on her side. Okay? You need her on your side. That's who you need. You gonna draw up these prenup papers, Juliana? You need her, the pit bull attorney who ain't all for who giving Michael the side eye. So they're sitting there, and so the woman, she's asking all kinds of questions. She's asking Michael, all kinds of questions. Where you work? You have a steady income? You put this on your tax return? I mean, just asking all kinds of questions. She was like, usually, when people draw up a prenup, it's to separate, finances, their estates, their values, all this kind of stuff. And so she looked at Juliana and she was like, Honey, she seen her coming through that door. Okay. She was like, well, you young. Okay. What do you do for a living? And so Juliana says, model. And honey, that lawyer was like, yeah. Okay, is that a steady income? And she was like, oh, well, I don't really make that much money now, but that's my income. And so the lawyer was like, model. wasn't just you, Michael, solo dolo, the man of the house, the man who bring home the bacon. And so he was like, oh, no. Everything is in my name, okay? There is no joint account, okay? All the money is in my name. And so here's the lawyer. You see that, Juliana? Juliana, you hear that? Honey, she was trying to feed all this into Juliana. And so Juliana is feeling overwhelmed. She has no idea what she's doing. Okay, so here's Michael, this almost 50-something-year-old man who she's going to marry at all of 23. Okay, and Michael holds the cards. Okay, all right, so the lawyer basically says, okay, Michael, you hold the cards. Okay, everything is in your name. All right, nothing is in Juliana's name. Nothing. It's like she don't even exist when it comes to the finances, and you like that. Okay, you hold everything. All right, and so basically the lawyer was like, y'all need to discuss this. There's some paperwork. Okay, we gotta make sure that she is taken care of in case of a divorce. She can't be going back out to her house. She can't be living like she used to live, eating dirt, taking showers only when it rains. This girl needs to be taken care of as well. You seem to be taken care of, so you're going to have to take care of Juliana in case of a divorce, okay? And so Michael was seem cool about that. But Juliana, so Michael was like, oh, all right, he's still sweating, okay? So, but Juliana is uneasy, okay? She says the man who makes the money, the man who holds the cards, the man has power. What do I have? She says, I have nothing. She says, that is something I regret, okay? I come over here with nothing. Yes, I modeled, but I didn't make, enough money to come over here and stand on my own 2 feet. And then Juliana come talk about she wants to be independent. Oh, Lord. I wish somebody had tapped Juliana on the shoulder and say, girl, just wait it out. Juliana, just wait it out, girl. Okay, don't worry. You're going to have some money to be independent. Don't you worry about that. Just wait it out, girl. Just wait it out. So, they get back in the car and child Juliana has a full-blown meltdown. Honey, she is crying, snot flying. Okay, she is saying that she feels like that she's not, worth being here. That she don't have no money. Okay, she feels like that Michael has all the money, all the power. She just feels like nothing. She even said that she feels like a loser. Okay, she said she feels like a loser because she don't know what's going on. Okay, she don't know anything about this prenup. She was, thinking that, hey, they're going to get married and they're going to live happily ever after. What he makes is what I make. He will want to give me things. Okay, but now this whole prenup is, rolling. Everything is just a kerfuffle. And of course, Michael says, you're blowing this up before anything happens. This is just a precautionary measure. A prenup is just having papers drawn out in case we get a divorce. Of course, I don't want to divorce you. I love you. And honey, and then Juliana said, well, that ain't what you said 3 months ago. Now, apparently, 3 months ago, Michael kicked her to the curb. He said, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. With nothing. Okay? No money, no nothing. He just said bye. He called her up and said, listen, I want to end this relationship. It was nice knowing you, and hung the phone up. That's what Juliana said. So in the back of her mind, she thinks that Michael is just going to do that again. And she's not ready for that. She's not ready financially. She done came over here to the United States. What's she going to do when Michael kicks her to the curb again? So I think that's some fear in her mind. Okay, that's sitting back there, y'all. She thinking about that. So, anyway, Juliana's just all upset. And Michael is saying that, no, that is not the case. Okay, I love this woman, and we're going to see where this goes. What do y'all think about Juliana and Michael? Honey, Juliana, just wait a little bit longer, child, and go to that woman, attorney. She'll help you out. She'll help you out, girl. You dry those tears up. Okay, you want to be Miss Independent? All right? Just hold off just a little bit longer. It'll work out, gal. All right, let's move on. All right, let's talk about Emily and Sasha real quick. All right, they are on their way to the United States. Her mom and her sister, they're meeting them at the airport. They finally get there. Honey, did y'all see big baby David carrying that luggage? I was like, is that baby David carrying that luggage like this? Come on, Mom. Come on, Dad. Let me leave that boy alone. So, of course, the mom and the sister were so happy to see him. They were more happy to see big baby David, child. Big baby David was like, hey, Grandma. Come on, Grandma, let's go. So anyway, so of course they're excited to see the baby, and of course they're excited to see Emily. Honey, they was like, hey, Sasha. Sasha was like, listen, they don't have to pay me any attention. I know all their attention is towards David, which is fine. So while Sasha is there, while Emily is there, they are living with her sister. Oof, Lord. Because Emily, she has to find somewhere to live. She has to find a job because, Sasha can't work. Okay, so, she has to look for a job. She got to find somewhere to live. And until that happens, honey, they have to stay with the sister, which is very nice of the sister, of course. But here's Sasha. Sasha talking about, oh my God, what's for breakfast? And he was looking at the frosted mini wheats. Honey, he was like, oh Lord, this ain't nothing but pure sugar. I need my oatmeal. What y'all, this is how y'all eat over here in the United States. No. So, of course, the sister, she was like, well, that's just what we do. This is my house, my rules. And did y'all hear Sasha? Was it just me? Or was Sasha doing a little flirty with Mama Emily? Did y'all peep that? I was like, come on, Sasha. What you doing? So, of course, there was some banter between, Sasha and, Emily's sister about the food and the sugar and, what's healthy and what's not. And, Emily's sister was like, well, my house, my rules. Don't be coming over here telling me what I'm going to shop for. Okay? You do your own buying. That's what you do. We're going to have to lay down some house rules. But, of course, he's only been in Indiana all of 5 minutes and he wants to go to a gym. And so the sister was like, there's things you can see. You can go sightseeing, but you want to go to the gym. And he was like, yeah, it's been 10 days. I need to go to this gym, okay? I miss the fitness. And here's Emily. Emily was like, oh, I want to go too, okay? I got to get this body right. I was 40 pounds thinner before I had that grown man, okay? I need to lose this, baby weight. And so the sister was like, now I ain't never, ever seen Emily talking or going to somebody's gym. Well, honey, listen, Emily's sister, all right? She's been in Russia for how long? You don't know what that girl been doing. Obviously, she been going to the gym. She got Sasha. So, they end up going to the gym, but before they left, honey, Sasha was like, Mama Emily, you gonna take care of David, right? And so Emily's mom was like, I got you. And he was like, oh, okay. And he was winking and stuff. I said, Sasha, what you doing there? A little flirty with Mama Emily, child. And did you see Mama Emily? She said, oh, stop. I see that, Mama Emily. You ain't slick either. You like that little attention. So anyway, they are at the gym and, he is doing his exercises and here's Emily trying to do her exercises and she says that she has to get back in shape because, Sasha is going to be around beautiful women. okay, with fantastic bodies, all right? And here I have a gut, okay? Can't have that, okay? Because, see, he done strayed before. This is his third time getting married. Who's to say he's not going to leave me for another woman? Good question, Emily. Good question, okay? But here's Michael. Michael was, and here's Sasha. Sasha said, Emily, no, okay? Not at all. I don't want another woman. I'm in love with you. I'm not even looking at other women. I got to get back into Mr. Fitness, okay? But you know, you can lose some pounds. You a little fluffy there in the midsection. Now, I ain't say that, but I said it. That's what Michael's basically saying. My whole thing, and of course Emily feels a little bit insecure about her body weight. She was very thin. And she gave birth to an 85-pound human. It's going to take a while for her body to bounce back. I think she looks great, having given birth to a 110-pound baby. I think she looks fantastic. Honey, Sasha needs to ease up on that. Ease up, Sasha. Let's move on. All right, let's talk about Angela and Michael. All right, Angela is getting ready for Michael to come to the United States. He still have to take his interview, but she's a little worried about it, but let's hope that Michael pulls it off. Meanwhile, honey, she changing the locks in the bedroom because she got a whole army over there living in that house. She got her, she got her mama, she got her 6 grandkids. Michael's coming over and her daughter Skylar. Even though she don't live there, you might as well say she stay there. How many bedrooms in that place? Because I seen a whole bunch of, mattresses and sheets and blankets and pillows on the floor. I seen a whole bunch of sheets on the couch. But she's having a family meeting. She telling everybody, okay, we're going to have to get things straight. So she's telling all them chaps, all them kids, she was like, listen, okay, when Papa gets here, Papa Michael, y'all are going to have to listen to him. He's going to be the man of the house, okay? Now, I'm putting locks on these doors. Now, y'all done had free reign here for too long. Okay, now I know y'all been used to just walking up in grandma's room, jumping up on the bed, but that can't happen no more. Papa Michael is coming. So you just can't be walking up in that bedroom. You may be hearing noises. Oh. Excuse me, y'all. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit thinking about that. And then she let it be known that he is the man of the house. You will listen to Papa Michael. And then she had the nerve to say, and Skylar has to listen to him too. Honey, Skylar broke it off real quick. She said, oh no, she ain't. Skylar said, no ma'am. That's what she said. She said, I'm not listening to him. And Andrew was like, what? He's going to be your stepdaddy. And Skylar said, he going to be my stepdaddy. Oh, no, ma'am. And did y'all see Grandma Angela, honey, chewing the inside of her mouth? Honey, she was like, no. He will listen to Angela. Now, let me tell you something about Grandma Angela. Grandma Angela got a lot to say. Grandma Angela has stories. Grandma Angela has things to tell. I need to have a discussion with Grandma Angela. I want to know, how is it that you raised someone like Angela? That's all I want to know. Okay. Well, let's go back. Let's leave Grandma Angela out of this. Grandma Angela, let it be known, I don't know who you think you are, okay? The only person that Michael is going to have any type of authority over is you. Okay? And that's that. So, Angela don't seem to understand what the pushback is from, okay? Michael is coming here. Michael's going to be my husband, and Michael is going to be the man of the house. Oh, really, Angela? The same Michael that you cuss out every chance you get, the same Michael that you call out his name every chance you get, the same Michael that you threw a cake in his face on TV. That Michael. That's going to run things. That's going to handle things. Okay, girl. Okay, so her and Skylar on their way to go dress shopping. they get to the dress shop, and of course the owner of the shop is looking at Angela like she got two heads when she found out that her fiance is from Nigeria. And that girl that worked at that bridal shop was looking at her like, what now? Nigeria, ain't they known for scammers? Ain't they known to scam people for their money? That Nigeria. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one that Angela's gonna marry. And he's gonna be man of the house. He's gonna take care of things when she out there working. Okay? He's gonna handle things around the house. Anyway, so she tries on the dress. The dress looks lovely on her. And you can tell she is so excited about this upcoming wedding. She's excited to wear a dress, okay? Even her daughter said that she never thought in a million years that her and Michael would last this long. She never thought in a million years that she would see her mother in a wedding dress. Okay, and the look on her mom's face was pure happiness. And Skylar was happy for her mother. Okay, she don't care too much for Michael. She don't care too much for this relationship. She has every right not to care for it because it's a hot mess. A hot mess. But you know, she's happy that her mom is happy. Okay, the women at the wedding shop was like, you know, what if he don't get to come over here? Are you gonna get married in Nigeria? And of course, Andrew was like, no, we ain't talking about that. Okay, he better get that visa. Okay? I'm not even worried about it. He will make it over here and we will get married. Child, that's Angela and that's Michael. Let's move on. All right, let's talk about Robert and Annie. All right, now, Robert and Annie's crammed up in that one-bedroom apartment. One bedroom, y'all. All right, there's Robert, Annie, and there's Bryson in the middle. Kicking each other in the face, head, back, neck. Rolling on top of each other. Hugging each other in the middle of the night. Child, bye. So this whole time, Robert has been sleeping with his big boy Bryce. But she thinks she gonna get a cell phone. Okay, girl. Okay, he can't even get his son a bed. But you think you're going to get a cell phone. You think you're going to get Michael Kors. You think you're going to get Fendi. You think you're going to get Chanel. You think you're going to get Gucci. But he can't even get his son a bed. Girl, bye. So they go and they look at apartments. So they go to this one particular apartment. And honey, Annie is over the moon. She loves everything about this apartment. She likes the kitchen. She likes the bathroom. She likes the living room. She likes the bedroom. And she loves the view. And she was like, let's get in, Robert. Okay? I want it, Robert. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I want it, Robert. You said on the phone when I was over there in Brazil that you will give me an apartment. Okay, I want this apartment. So here's Robert. Now hold up now. Hold up. Let's talk about this. So he looks at the real estate agent and he says, how much is this a month? And she was like, oh, I don't know. It's $17.50. He was like, oh, well, just so you know, I just renewed my lease. Y'all didn't hear me, friends. Y'all didn't hear what I just said. He said, I just renewed my lease. Robert, where your helmet at? Okay? I'm going to need for you to tighten up that helmet. Alright? Now, you knew good and doggone well that you weren't going to get that apartment. Because you just renewed your lease on the one you're already living in. The one bedroom, the one that you share a bed with your son. But you done got, Annie's hopes up thinking that she's going to rent an apartment. That she loved the view. You knew good and well that you weren't going to get that apartment. If I was the real estate agent, I would have cussed you and said, Heifer, I would have cussed you and said, why'd you waste my time? I could have been showing this apartment to someone who cares, not someone who lies. Child. But the realtor was very nice, wasn't she? She was real nice. Honey, she was tripping out when they started going at it in front of her. And honey, when I tell you Andy wasn't having it, Andy wasn't having it. Now let me tell you something. Andy done had enough. Okay, Andy tired. Andy tired of Robert. Ever since she has stepped foot on the United States, let me tell y'all, this has been a rundown. She has went thrift shopping. Okay? It wasn't no Gucci, Fendi going on up in there. Every time they go out to a nice restaurant, it ends with a disaster. Okay, disaster. She's taking this boy back and forth to school playing, stepmommy. All right, honey, the grandma porn, and grandpa is side-eyeing her and asking her what type of birth control she using. And Bryson is laying in the middle of that bed. But she can't get no apartment. Okay, she can't get her own bed. She can't even sleep with her man without little man being in the middle. And then here's Robert. Robert was like, then listen here, I cannot afford this place, and I can't afford the place that I live in. If I break the lease, it's going to be like $3,600 a month. He was like, absolutely not. And here's Eddie. Why'd you bring me here? Why'd you bring me here, Robert? Okay, you got my hopes up, Robert. Why did you bring me here, Robert? Okay, you told me when we was talking on the phone that this is going to be my apartment. We were going to go see apartments. Why you lied to me, Robert? Honey, Andy is too done. So, of course, Robert was like, child, I cannot believe you are saying this in front of the realtor. Honey, the realtor is just like, the realtor is like, child, she is, Spanish, and Spanish women are spitfires. Trust me, I know. Okay, so they out on the balcony, and honey, they are going at it. Andy is so tired of Robert. You know what Robert looks like? Robert looks like a black koala bear. Don't he? He looks like a black koala bear. I was like, Robert, you are a hot mess. Why don't you just tell this woman you ain't got that money? Tell this woman you don't have any money. Honey, just so unattractive about him. He got all those kids. He got baby mamas left and right. He got his child sleeping in his bed. I mean, just so unappealing. Oof. Of course, Andy, she keeps saying that she's sick of it. She said that Robert, they lied to her, and honey, she walks off. Child. That's Robert, and that's Andy. Let's move on. About Natalie and Michael. This is going to be quick. As we know, Natalie, she wants children. She wants children bad, and she wants children with a Christian man. Now, I really don't understand this again. Communication here is trash. Trash. Okay. She wants a man, a Christian man. She wants her children to grow up in a Christian household, but she ends up falling in love with an American who's atheist, who believes that aliens are gods. She did that. Nobody made that up. He did not string her along with that. She knew this, but she chose to stay with him. Now she mad. So, she let it be known we going to church. And he was like, what? And so she was like, we going to church, okay? And so he was like, all right, here he is supporting it. He already said he don't believe in God. He believe in aliens, okay? So they get in the car, and honey, he needed Jesus. He needed God. He needed everybody for that car ride. Did y'all see how she was driving? Child, when y'all see that one car go by, I was like, oh my God. I was like, Natalie. Honey, she was flying. She was like, oh my God. Ah, oh my God. Oh my God, don't hit me. I was like, Michael, child, you better pray. Okay? You may not believe in it, but you need all the prayers you can get for that car ride. So they finally get to the church unharmed, child. So they get to the church, and here she is. She's going over about, how her religion is. Okay? All this, all that, splashing the wall things, okay? So, she breaks it down and says that Christian people, have values, they have morals. Basically, she's saying us Christian people, people who believe in God, are better than the ones who don't. Okay? See, the ones who don't believe are trash. The ones that believe are good. And so he was like, listen, I feel like that, no, I don't believe in God, but that don't make me less of a person. That don't make me have less values or immoral. I just don't believe in something that you believe in. Okay? That don't make me a terrible person. I'm still the person that you fell in love with. I just don't believe in God. And he was like, I feel like you're judging me. And she was like, well, I am because she was judging. Now see, this is why I don't have that whole conversation about religion and politics. Religion is a funny thing. Funny thing. Okay? I have to say, I do agree with some points with Michael. Okay? I agree with what he says. Okay? I agree with some things he says. Okay? You don't have to go to church every Sunday. You don't even have to go to church at all to be a good person. Okay? You still can have the same morals, the same values as someone who goes to church Sunday, Saturday, Wednesday. Okay? To someone who so-called prays to that God. Okay? Just because you believe in God and just because you go to church every Sunday don't make you a better person than the ones who don't. And that's a fact. How many people you know go to church on Sunday, but the legs is up in the air on Saturday with the Bible on the side table? Okay? And the person that they in bed with ain't even their husband or wife. They out here cheating. But they in church on Sunday asking for forgiveness and praying to that same Lord that the ones that are not going to church. Okay? So that's all I'm saying. I see where Mike is going. Just because he don't go to church don't make him less valuable. Don't make him less decent. Okay? That's all it was. And of course she gets upset. She's crying, snot flying. She's just all tore up. Okay? You can't change this man, Natalie. This man has already told you he don't believe in God. You chose to get involved with someone who was an atheist because you thought you could change him. You're not going to change him. So it's the next morning. The mama's there. Honey, Natalie is too done. She is pissed. All right? So Michael gets up and he's like, good morning. And honey, Natalie is giving him the cold shoulder, honey. She had an ice pack on her shoulder. So of course he feels the tension. And so the mama was like, oh, would you like to have some coffee? And honey, here's Natalie. He know where the coffee is, mama. He can get it himself. I was like, uh-oh. Ooh. And so Michael is taken back. Michael was like, okay, I woke up. Okay, usually there's breakfast there. Usually there's a good morning. I'm getting a cold shoulder. I'm getting an attitude. Okay, Natalie is pissed. Why is she upset with me? Okay, so of course conversation continues. Here comes the mama. Okay, the mama is steady talking about babies. Okay, because she wants grandkids. She know Natalie wants children. And so she's baby. Here's Natalie. Natalie was like, listen, my mama getting on my last two nerves, okay? The only thing she's talking about is these kids. Is babies, all right? Now, I done had a full-blown meltdown at the church with Michael, okay? Michael wants kids, but he don't want kids right now. I want children. Now, we all know, friends, why Michael is hesitant about children. It's because he's P-O-O-R. He don't have the money to have a child right now. But he has yet to tell her this. So, she's, upset about it. She don't want to talk about it. And so he's like, listen, why are you upset with me? Talk to me. And honey, she pulled the old translator out. He was like, tell me what your mama said. She was like, listen, I ain't got time. Get your cell phone. Google Translator app. That's what you do. I said, not the Translator app part 2. I would, no ma'am. Not the Translator were wear real thin. They will wear thin, y'all. So, of course, he was like, excuse me, Mom. Okay, I'm going to have to take her in here, and we're going to have a conversation. I need to know what is going on. Now, Natalie, see, this is what I've said, y'all. Okay, communication. Natalie knew this man was an atheist. She chose to date him and fall in love with him because she couldn't make it to the United States because she wants babies. Babies, 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 babies. Okay? That's why your mama keep bringing up babies, because you've been talking about them. Okay? You want to have a child with Michael. You didn't care nothing about his religious beliefs then. It was all gravy, but now all of a sudden you want to change him. Okay? Now all of a sudden you don't want to hear your mama talk about babies. But you have been talking about babies since we met you. Alright? Okay. So Michael, of course, was like, I need to talk to you. And they get up and they're going to go to the back room and they're going to have a big fight. And they're going to have a conversation. That is Mike and Natalie. Okay? Let's move on. All right, last and least, let's talk about Desperation Anna and Translator Anna. All right, so one of Anna's friends is giving her a bachelorette party. Anna's feeling real uneasy about this whole marriage, about, Marcel, keeping his kids a secret, and, this whole communication thing is really bothering her. Now, none of that seemed to come in play when you was with this man. None of that seemed to come in play when you was over in Turkey. None of that seemed to come in play when you was bringing this man over here to meet your sons. None of that seemed to come in play. But now all of a sudden it's a problem. See, this is what I'm talking about. Okay? Don't do something at the beginning and then think at the end that everything is going to work out. It don't. Okay, Anna? I don't feel a bit sorry for her. Every time she shed a tear, I just look at her with a side eye. Don't feel a bit sorry for you, woman. It ain't like he kept a secret. It ain't like he kept that a secret from you. You knew that he was hiding your kids. And you still chose to bring this man over here. Child, Anna, go drink some bleach, honey. Drink some bleach. Go ahead and blend it with that alcohol you suck it down at this bachelorette party. So, she's at the bachelorette party, and honey, they having a good old time. Honey, she is sucking down the alcohol. Do you hear me? Because, Marcel says that she can have a drink once a week. And so her friends was like, excuse me. And so Anna says, yes, Marcel says I can have a drink once a week. He don't really like me drinking because, he says that my breath stink when I drink. And so the friends was like, well, what about sex? Honey, they brought up the S-E-X, okay? And so she was like, no, Anna was like, no, he really don't like me to, drink and, have SEX and, say my breath stink, but he does. He just don't want to kiss me, okay, because he is tasting alcohol. So the friends, of course, side-eyed. So then they start talking about, they go into detail. And so one of the friends said, well, what about when he goes downtown to the all-you-can-eat buffet? What's going on with that? And here's Anna. Oh, no, he don't do that. No. Honey, did y'all get her friend's reaction? Honey, her friends almost had a stroke right there at the table. They was like, oh, no, hell no. Oh, my God, oh, no, F that. Leave him, kill him. What's wrong with you, girl? I was like, honey, they was having a conniption when she said that. And, of course, here's Anna. Oh, no, guys, it's fine. I don't even like that. I think it's gross. Now, let me tell y'all something, friends. Now, when someone takes me to the downtown all-you-can-eat buffet, you best believe there is nothing gross about it. In fact, they go back for seconds, sometimes thirds. I don't want to toot my own horn, but toot toot. I've never had a problem with the downtown all-you-can-eat buffet. Y'all want to know what the restaurant's called? It's called Facing the Place. That's what it's called, y'all. This is the new restaurant in town at the downtown all-you-can-eat buffet. Okay? Never ever would I utter the words no and gross in the same sentence when it comes to that downtown Facing the Place all-you-can-eat buffet. But let's move on. So of course she says that it's gross and she don't like it, and so they're talking about the size of Marcel, and so she was like, well, you know, I have no complaints. Poor Anna. Do y'all really think that Marcel is up in that bedroom knocking it out the park? Marcel! Honey, Anna is a bag of mess, honey. A bag of giggles. Come on now. Ooh. All right. I'll leave it at that. So, of course, they started the conversation. They keep going with the conversation. And the conversation came up that Marcel had been hiding the boys from his family. And of course, her friends was like, excuse me. Excuse me. And so she was like, oh, yes, you know, he has not told his family about my boys. And of course, they were like, are you crazy, girl? Okay, absolutely not. All right. Side eye, side eye, side eye. So needless to say, the friends are not here for Marcel. They are not here for Marcel. But one of the friends should have looked at her and said, did you know this before you brought him over here? Because see, that's something I would ask my friend real quick. And let me see what that answer would have been. Okay. Now, if my friend would have looked at me and said, well, yeah, I knew this, I would have lit my friend up. Point blank. Why are you sitting here whining about you not being able to communicate with your man, about your man keeping your sons a secret? You knew this. Why are you over here whining in front of my face? And you talk about you don't like all you can eat buffet. Girl, get somewhere and sit down. Sit down. So, she done had a couple of drinks. She done get home. You know, she done had time to think about it. She done had time to think about what her friends done told her. And then she talks to Marcel. Okay. She listened to Translator app and she was like, listen, you know, I'm sick of this. Okay. You are keeping my boys a secret from your family, and that's selfish. That's what she said, friends. She called Translator app selfish. Do y'all know why I call her desperation? Think about it. Okay. The reason why I call her desperation, Anna, is because she was so desperate to get a man that she got Translator app and she disregarded her son's feelings. She disregarded all that just so she could have a man. But see, now there's a problem. Now it's hard to communicate with him. She's tired of that Translator app. Okay? She's tired of her sons being a secret. And so the bottom line is she gave him an ultimatum. She says, either you tell your family that I have children or it's a wrap. Okay? Take your feet to the street. I don't want to have nothing else to do with you because I love my sons. That's what she said, child. Okay, Anna. All right. I think you do love your children, but you wanted a man more. Period. So, of course, Translator app, he was like, now you know I cannot tell my family. My parents will be upset with me. She was like, I don't care. Okay? Either you tell them or no wedding. Okay? We will not get married. And so he was like, no, Hannah, no. No. Honey, that tickles me, child. and just stomping them. I am so sick of these two. I am sick of Anna, and I am sick of Translator app. Did y'all see what was on her finger? Did y'all see what was on his finger? What is going on here? It's ridiculous to me. But anyway, that's it. Anna have given Marcel an ultimatum. And as we seen in the preview next week, honey, he tells his parents, and honey, his parents is like, if you don't get your butt up on this plane, ooh, my earring fell out. And his parents is like, if you don't get your butt up on this plane and come back home, you better. She's a scammer. Anyway. Alright, guys. That is it. Alright. I'm tired, y'all. This was a long one. Alright. Don't forget to leave your comments down below. Hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, friends. Bye.